Alright, let's evaluate some series using sigma notation. For number 1, we want to add up the first 4 terms of the sequence. So if we put 1 in, 1 minus 3 gives us negative 2, times 1 squared gives us negative 2. Our second term, 2 minus 3 is negative 1, times 2 squared gives us negative 4. Third term, 3 minus 3 is 0, so anything times 0 gives us 0. And then our fourth term, 4 minus 3, is 1, times 4 squared gives us 16. So our sum here comes out to be 10. For number 2, this one does not have any variables in our equation, or our expression for the sequence. So that means it's not going to change. Here we were plugging in different values for k, so it changed our terms. Here there's nothing to plug into. So we're adding up 5 terms, but all 5 terms are the same. Each term is just 3. So our sum comes out to be 15. In number 3, we're adding up the first 5 terms. What's going on here, this negative 1 to the k, this is going to alternate the signs of each term. When we have an odd number like 1, negative 1 to the first, this is going to be negative 1. If it's even, like 2, negative 1 squared is going to make it a positive 1. So whenever we put in an even number, this comes out to be 1. Odd number makes it negative. If we put 1 in for k, 2 times 1 minus 1 gives us 1. And then times negative 1 to the first, we end up with negative 1. If we put 2 in for k, negative 1 squared, it's going to make that a positive number. And then 2 times 2 minus 1 gives us positive 3. Our third term, negative 1 to the third, is going to make it negative. 2 times 3 minus 1 gives us 5. Put in 4, negative 1 to the fourth, is going to make it positive. 2 times 4 minus 1 gives us 7. You see there's a little pattern here. We know they're alternating positive, negative, and also we're going odd numbers. If we put 5 in, we end up getting negative 9. If we add all of those up, we end up with negative 5. Let's look at one more before you guys try some on your own. Number 5, we're going from k equals 0 to 3. So like I said earlier, sometimes we can use 0 as well. So our first term is actually our 0 term. So we're putting 0 in. On top, we're going to get 0 over 1. So we just get 0. But then we have a term where k equals 1, 2, and 3. So actually there's going to be 4 terms, even though this last one says 3. It doesn't tell us how many terms there are. It's the last term that we're doing. So from 0 up to 3. If we put 1 in, we get 2 over 2. If we put 2 in, we get 4 over 3. And if we put 3 in, we get 6 over 4. If we go ahead and add those up, we should get 23/6. Alright, it's your turn to try a couple on your own. Go ahead and try 4 and 6 and see if you can do it in under 45 seconds. Five seconds. Let's see how you did. You should have gotten 44 for number 4. That shouldn't have been too tough. And then number 6, negative 13 over 60. This one again alternates. It's set up a little bit differently than number 3 was, but it alternates signs. And then we have fractions, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5. Adding those up, you should get negative 13 over 6.